Hi everyone, welcome. Light our candle here, if I can. Yay! We are taking another step in our journey through the Bible, and we are reading still from Deuteronomy for another 2 days, and then we'll be jumping into a brand new book. And we are reading from the New American Standard Bible for another week before we change versions. So, let's get to this. Deuteronomy chapters 30 and 31 today. So it will be when all of these things have come upon you, the blessing and the curse which I have placed before you, and you call them to mind in all the nations where the Lord your God has scattered you, and you return to the Lord your God and obey him with all your heart and soul in accordance with everything that I am commanding you today, you and your sons, then the Lord your God will restore you from captivity and have compassion on you, and will gather you again from all the peoples where the Lord your God has scattered you. If any of your scattered countrymen are at the ends of the earth, from there the Lord your God will gather you, and from there he will bring you back. The Lord your God will bring you into the land which your fathers possessed, and you shall possess it, and he will be good to you, and make you more numerous than your fathers. Moreover, the Lord your God will circumcise your heart and the hearts of your descendants, to love the Lord your God with all your heart and all your soul, so that you may live. And the Lord your God will inflict all these curses on your enemies and on those who hate you, who persecuted you. And you will again obey the Lord and follow all his commandments, which I am commanding you today. Then the Lord your God will prosper you abundantly in every work of your hand, in the children of your womb, the offspring of your cattle, and in the produce of your ground. For the Lord will again rejoice over you for good, just as he rejoiced over your fathers. So if you obey the Lord your God to keep his commandments and his statutes, which are written in this book of the law, if you turn to the Lord your God with all your heart and soul. For this commandment which I am commanding you today is not too difficult for you, nor is it far away. Is it not in heaven that you could say, who will go up to heaven for us and get it for us, and proclaim it to us so that we may follow it? Nor is it beyond the sea that you could say, who will cross the sea for us and get it for us, and proclaim it to us so that we may follow it? On the contrary, the word is very near you, in your mouth and in your heart, that you may follow it. Sorry, I'm going to have to take a sip of my tea here. Oh, yeah. All right. See, I have placed before you today life and happiness and death and adversity. In that I am commanding you today to love the Lord your God, to walk in his ways and to keep his commandments, his statutes, and his judgments, so that you may live and become numerous, and that the Lord your God may bless you in the land where you are entering to take possession of it. But if your heart turns away and you will not obey, but allow yourself to be led astray, and you worship other gods and serve them, I declare to you today that you will certainly perish. You will not prolong your days in the land where you are crossing the Jordan to enter and take possession of it. I call heaven and earth to witness against you today that I have placed before you life and death, the blessing and the curse. So choose life in order that you may live, and you and your descendants, by loving the Lord your God, by obeying his voice, and by holding close to him. For this is your life and the length of your days, so that you may live in the land which the Lord swore to your fathers, to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to give them. So Moses went and spoke these words to all Israel, and he said to them, I am 120 years old today. I am no longer able to go out and come in, and the Lord has told me, you shall not cross this Jordan. It is the Lord your God who is going to cross ahead of you. He himself will destroy these nations before you, and you shall dispossess them. Joshua is the one who is going to cross ahead of you, just as the Lord has spoken. And the Lord will do to them just as he did to Sihon and Og, the kings of the Amorites, and to their land when he destroyed them. The Lord will turn them over to you, and you will do to them in accordance with all the commandments which I have commanded you. Be strong and courageous, and do not be afraid nor in dread of them, for the Lord your God is the one who is going with you. He will not desert you or abandon you. Then Moses called Joshua and said to him in the sight of all Israel, Be strong and courageous, for you will go with this people into the land which the Lord has sworn to their fathers to give them, and you will give it to them as an inheritance. And the Lord is the one who is going ahead of you. He will be with you. He will not desert you or abandon you. Do not fear and do not be dismayed. So Moses wrote this law and gave it to the priests, the sons of Levi, who carried the ark of the covenant of the Lord, and to all the elders of Israel. Then Moses commanded them, saying, at the end of every 7 years, at the time of the year of the release of debts, at the feast of booths, when all Israel comes to appear before the Lord your God at the place which he will choose, you shall read this law before all Israel, so that they hear it. Assemble the people, the men, the women, the children, and the stranger who is in your town, so that they may hear and learn and fear the Lord your God, and be careful to follow all the words of this law. And their children who have not known will hear and learn to fear the Lord your God as long as you live on the land which you are about to cross the Jordan to possess. Then the Lord said to Moses, behold, the time for you to die is near. Call Joshua and present yourselves at the tent of meeting, and I will commission him. So Moses and Joshua went and presented themselves at the tent of meeting. And the Lord appeared in the tent in a pillar of cloud, and the pillar of cloud stood at the entrance of the tent. The Lord said to Moses, behold, you are about to lie down with your fathers, and this people will rise and play the prostitute with the foreign gods of the land into the midst of which they are going, and they will abandon me and break my covenant which I have made with them. Then my anger will be kindled against them on that day, and I will abandon them and hide my face from them. And they will be consumed, and many evils and troubles will find them. So they will say on that day, is it not because our God is not among us that these evils have found us? But I will assuredly hide my face on that day because of all the evil that they will have done, for they will have turned away to other gods. Now then, write this song for yourselves and teach it to the sons of Israel. Put it on their lips, so that this song may be a witness for me against the sons of Israel. For when I bring them into the land flowing with milk and honey, which I swore to their fathers, and they eat and are satisfied and become prosperous, then they will turn to other gods and serve them and spurn me and break my covenant. Then it will come about, when many evils and troubles find them, that this song will testify before them as a witness. For it shall not be forgotten from the mouth of their descendants. For I know their inclination, which they are developing today, before I bring them into the land which I swore. So Moses wrote down this song on the same day and taught it to the sons of Israel. Then he commissioned Joshua the son of Nun, and said, be strong and courageous, for you will bring the sons of Israel into the land which I swore to them, and I will be with you. And it came about, when Moses finished writing the words of this law in a book until they were complete, that Moses commanded the Levites who carried the ark of the covenant of the Lord, saying, take this book of the law and place it beside the ark of the covenant of the Lord your God, so that it may remain there as a witness against you. For I know your rebellion and your stubbornness. Behold, as long as I have been alive with you until today, you have been rebellious against the Lord. How much more then after my death? Assemble to me all the elders of your tribes and your officers, that I may speak these words in their hearing, and call the heavens and the earth as witnesses against them. For I know that after my death you will behave very corruptly, and turn from the way which I have commanded you, and evil will confront you in the latter days, because you will do that which is evil in the sight of the Lord, provoking him to anger with the work of your hands. Then Moses spoke in the hearing of all the assembly of Israel the words of this song until they were complete. And that, my friends, is our reading for today, March 21, 2026. Thanks for hanging with me. Scratchy voice and all. Hope you have an awesome day. And I hope I'll see you again tomorrow. Until then, take care and bye for now.